Hey guys, this is JK the Yugioh here, and welcome to this is like a format prediction video. Basically, these are 20 decks which we reckon are going to be good next format. They aren't in any order, but yeah, we're going to start with Bujins.
Okay, so Konami have been trying to push Bujins really hard with 3 Tenki, 3 Yamato, loads of new support coming out like that hair. That hair is a really good card. One even made it into the top 32 of YCS Turin, past all the Dragon Rulers. So, well done to the player for doing that. I don't really know much about Bujins, but they're being pushed really hard and they are a good deck, so they're on this list.
Next up, Fire Fists. They're basically they do revolve a lot around Bear, and with Tenki coming back to 3, they are going to be pretty good next format.
Yeah, if Spirit was at 3, then 3-axis Fire Fists would be an insane deck, but unfortunately I think 4-axis is the better option, and now they've got 3 Tenki, that's really given them a boost. Next we have Noble Knights. The deck's getting loads of support, and it's one of those expensive decks that people will try and make do well, and occasionally it will top, might do well every now and then, but it's never going to be tier 1 in my opinion, for one simple reason. It uses equip spells, and everyone knows that in general equip spells are bad. They can't set much back row, their field gets clogged up, so they'll never be tier 1, but I can see them topping in the future.
Okay, next, Spellbooks. Basically, even though Fate got hit, they can still use it a lot because of the 3 Magician, 3 Secrets, so it's easily searchable.
Yeah, Fate was the only hit they took, and they can always recycle it with Tower and Priestess Eternity, so they'll still be a good deck. I just think it's a stupid deck, really. It's just literally search, Fate, search, Fate, search, Fate, until you can drop High Priestess and win. I don't like the deck. Next, there's Mermails. Before Dragon Rulers came around, this was one of the top decks, and after Dragon Rulers are gone, I can see this being a top deck again. Even with 1 Tidal, the deck's still good. I mean, I'm sure they can find ways to dump the Tidal, but this deck, it's a really good deck. I don't see why it's not seen so much. I mean, people say it's because it's so easy to counter, but Soul Drain, Macro, and Defish are all at 1. So I can see this deck doing well again.
Okay, Constellas. Well, they're great against Synchro decks for a start.
Yeah.
Pleiades just kicks their ass. And Konami are trying to push Synchros a bit more. Like, they've released a bunch more, and they're definitely trying to push it, so what's his face? Pleiades does really help stop Synchros against Constellas.
Yeah, Constellas are an amazing deck. They can toolbox rank 4s to 5s. I'm saying this as a Constella player. I really hope that Constellas can do well. They've got amazing cards in Sombre and Chaos, and now with the 3rd Tenki, you can search Chaos more.
Tenki's helped them a lot.
Yeah, it's just a really solid deck, and I really enjoy playing it. I think it's got potential to even be tier 1. Next we have Evil Swarms. I'm also an Evil Swarm player, although I do prefer Constellas now. I played Evil Swarms to counter dragons. The deck's still good, but it doesn't counter so much. I mean, it still can beat Mermail and Prophecy, and it can still beat other decks with cards like Bahamut, and it can still toolbox rank 4s. So the deck is still good, and the key beetle lock is still a thing. So I can see the deck doing well. It's got a good rogue matchup as well because of the pandemics, and it's a good deck. It's just not so great now Dragon Rulers are gone. Now we've got Zombies. I'm going to be building this deck. Mizuki and Plague are now at 3, so that's given them a push. I don't think the deck will be tier 1, but I can definitely see the deck being good with access to level 8 synchros easily. It's a great deck, but it's not that good.
Okay, but then we have TGs. With Striker coming back to 3, TG Stun's going to be good again. And then it also links up with TG Agents. With Christian coming back to 3, I can really see Agents coming back a bit with the TG Striker coming back. They'll probably won't top, but I reckon they'll see a lot more players than they have.
I think they could top. Agents are a good deck. And now they've got 3 Christia, 3 Hyperion.
Okay, next we have Fire King. things, and just because this guy here, Grunix, is really,
Grunix
really
is a
good.
ridiculous card. Viking, they've topped regionals recently. Without dragons now, I can see them being a really good deck. They've also got a good Bujin matchup because Grunix just blows up Yamato and that's it.
I think Blackwings, my personal favourite deck. Been playing it for years, and absolutely love the way it's coming back. They brought Whirlwind and Canute back, and Gale did stay at 1, which it needed to really. But they just, with cards like Armor Master and Gale, with Whirlwind at 3, they're just a really consistent deck now. So I reckon they might be able to top soon.
Yeah, Blackwings, they did actually top YCS Toronto at the beginning of the format. Don't know if anyone remembers that, but they actually got top 4. So I can definitely see them being a good deck now dragons are gone. Next we have Yugiohs and Yugioh Karakuri. This deck did win YCS Turin, so everyone's saying all Yugiohs are going to be good, but I don't agree. I say the only reason they won YCS Turin was because they main decked 3 Gozen, 3 Iron Wall, and a Soul Drain. They only topped because they played anti-Dragon Rulers. If they would have lost to loads of rogue matchups, but nevertheless, it is still a good deck. I just don't like the way that everyone thinks they're going to be amazing because they topped the YCS. They won the YCS, but they only won because of the Dragon hate. They didn't win because the deck's solid. But with the new Yugioh support coming out, they could still be a good deck. Next we have Thunder Family. The deck's very consistent, can spam rank 4s, it's got access to Star Liege Paladynamo, synchros with Vylon Prism. It's a really good deck. It topped YCS Toronto, it's consistent and it's budget, so you could see a few of these running around.
Okay, next we have Gravekeepers, anti-meta deck, and they have some support coming out soon.
Yeah, they've got their own Infernity Barrier coming out.
So
Magician of Faith could see playing Gravekeepers.
They're just going to be a good deck.
Yeah.
They always have been a good deck.
Yeah, Gravekeepers.
So not one of the very top ones. Right, next is Harpies.
Harpies can make rank 7s, Harpies can have Hysteric Party, Harpies can get insane pluses off Summon Monk Hysteric Sign. They're a great deck. The only thing they're lacking is a solid win condition. Like, they can get all these pluses and they can make all these plays, but what can they really do? They need something. Hysteric Party is the best card in the deck, really. It's like their return. I'm surprised the card's still at 3.
Okay, next we have Pyrotics, just because they're still good. They can OTK like hell.
Yeah.
And 7s come back, so that might help them.
Lots of the back row is still limited or semi-limited in this format, and Heretics have ways to deal with it. I mean, they can afford to main deck Trap Stun, Wingbeat of Giant Dragon, so they can play 3 copies of Heavy Storm. So they can deal with back row and they can OTK with 3 cards. So, and with the new Labrador White Dragon and Dragard out Shadow Spectres, this could be a good deck.
Next we have the Light Swans. Light Swans, admittedly, they're not as great without 6 cents, but that had to go anyway, so that hasn't really hurt them.
Yeah.
They're getting a lot, well, not a lot, but they are getting some new support, which will help the deck out. Definitely with the tuner, it will give them a lot more options.
The new Synchro Monster's not bad. Judgment Dragon is still amazing, like it always has been.
In my opinion, I don't know if he's the best, but he's definitely one of the very best.
Yeah, one of the best boss monsters in the game.
Yeah.
The fact that you can use his effect multiple times per turn is stupid.
It's ridiculous. For 1,000 life points to kill everything, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Next we have Madolches. Tour Guide to 3 gave this deck a boost. Not that much, but it helped them a lot.
Yeah.
They're a good deck, really. They've topped multiple YCSs in the top 32. They topped regionals, and they haven't taken any hits on the ban list. So.
Okay, finally is the Chaos Dragons. They've got some new cards out.
They got the new mini Chaos Dragons in Shadow Spectres, and now Chaos Sorcerers at 2.
Yeah, so that helps the whole Chaos engine. The Card Trooper's still at 2. That helps with their milling, so he didn't go to 1 or anything, which is good for them. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and please like and subscribe for more.